Hi, everybody. Good post-Fed day to you. Hope post-Fed was good to you. It was pretty wild. I want to acknowledge Valeria Bednarik when I was talking about the pound down here after the interest rate decision. Let me show you the charts. That's why I really enjoy working with Val. She's great balance for me. So, you know, it was my original idea when I saw this third drive said people should cover pound shorts. We had this huge candle. And Val said that dollar weakness would abate. Good call, Valeria Bednarik. Dollar weakness abated there. Abated here. Abated everywhere. But I just want to make people aware of what I still think is going to happen here in the dollar. And we're not quite there yet. Still believe this could be a failing rally in the dollar. There's the S&Ps. What's this Nadex stuff here? I'll get rid of Nadex. We don't do binaries. Okay, so we could still have a failing rally in the dollar. And my wife reminded me it got dark here so early yesterday. You know, in the afternoon, I like to get a little sun. So I look handsome for you guys. But she said, we're approaching the shortest day of the year. And, you know, I pay attention to things like equinoxes and solstices. But I always get confused and think the winter solstice is in January, but actually it's coming up. So my view is that this could still be a failing rally in the dollar. I actually think 99.5, maybe in the next couple days, maybe early next week. There's also a full moon on Christmas, but I still think this is not it for the dollar correction. I know a lot of people think it is, and we're just going to blow to new highs and go to 102. I still think that there's a possibility this was a pretty good break. We have a Fib retracement in the dollar. Maybe this was A, B, C, and we fail up here around 99.5 and have at least equality with this. So this was about 340 points. So that would take us down to 96. And if I want to get real negative, 97 is very important. Previous high, previous high, previous high, breakout, pull back to the breakout. We get under 97. And I think we're looking at 94. So my view after the Fed, even though we had a lot of volatile action where the dollar faded, then the dollar came back, my view is that there's the possibility that this high on Draghi remains intact and that this rally is just a failing rally and that we have something like this from here. So give me a Y if you understand my analysis on the Dixie and my view post-Fed on the Dixie. Hello, everybody. Pipper, Alien, Mauricio, Abel. Fame is tweeting her little heart out. Ziggy, how are you, buddy? Ho, 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 ho. Ho, Ziggy. Jax, how are you? Thank you for your tweets. Khalid, how are you, my friend? Forex Pipper is going to write a letter to Janet Yellen. And Alien agrees with my analysis on the Dixie. You don't have to agree with me, but just give me a Y if you get it. Okay? Then my view is that we're not going to have an explosion to new highs. I know a lot of people are talking 102, but that we could have a failing rally in the dollar. So if you miss this, and most people in LAR did not miss this, we were prepared for this decline in the dollar for days, if not weeks, talking about par 50 as a potential high. Peter Goodburn called it, one of our guests. So if you miss this, don't miss the next one. And I think there's going to be another opportunity to do it. Hello, Alexandros. So give me a Y if you get my analysis on the dollar that Alien agrees with. Gives me a little bit. Hello, Armand. Gives me more conviction when Alien agrees with me. Hello, Ali. Ali, you think it's possible this is a failing rally in the dollar and we still head down towards 94? Okay. Here's Alien's picture on it. He's got a failing rally too. Okay, he's talking 96. All right. So that's possible. That all we do is break. But if we break this trend line, look out. If we break this trend line. But that's a nice look. A retest of this triangle. I actually think we're going to break this triangle and head down towards 94. Maybe we get 78.6. Maybe it's deeper than 61.8, but that's a lot of confluence right there, Alien. Beautiful picture. This is the beauty of LAR. You know, I start talking about the dollar, and I have a view just based upon a failing rally, and then someone comes in like Alien and embellishes the view. We might have different ideas about the aftermath after this pop, but we're both looking at an opportunity to short the dollar here. Everyone thank Alien for his look. Thank you, Alien. What a great community. Hi, Fab. That's right, it was. How's everyone doing today? We have any new handles in here? I see it. I see a new handle. Is at. I don't think is at is Izzy. Are you new here? Is at? Tolson's back. 1776. Abel. BW. Welcome to LAR. Great to have Armand back here. Abel. Jax. Pipper. Ziggy. MRC. Sonny's back. Sonny must like it. Ed Z. FX is here. Fab. Happy is here. Happy wasn't happy about Tip TV. He wasn't happy about Tip TV. Thank you, Alien. So we know what to do next week. Everyone doing all right? Also, Canada. All right. Yesterday, during the NFP, I talked about how we came right off this wedge line, but the RSI reading is pretty high. I think one more touch in Canada up here. I think the RSI this time, remember how on the third drive we could have 3? So this is 1, this is 2, and this is the first of 3. So maybe we get 1, 2, 3 up here. It looks like it's going to take it up to about 39 is where the line's going to come in. A lot of people looking for 140. So perhaps we don't get there. Give me a Y if you understand the view in Canada. I drew this wedge line prior to the Fed. It came right off it on the Fed. Okay, it respected it. But the RSI was above 70. I believe if we get back up here and tag the line again, the RSI will stay under 70. So I'm alert for a Canadian short sometime next week when I think the dollar's peaking as well. Give me a Y if you understand what I'm saying. You don't have to agree with me. You might think USD CAD is going to 150, but give me a Y if you understand the analysis. After all, this is the live analysis room. So I just want to make sure you understand what I'm sharing with you. You don't have to agree with what might be an outcome. You could have a different opinion. Everyone has an opinion, right? You know what they say about opinions? They're like butts. Everyone has one. So that's okay. But I do like to teach a little bit some of the things that I look at for turning points in the market. And we're seeing this develop. I'm seeing this develop in USD CAD. I'm also looking for the potential of a low in the crude oil market into the solstice. So the solstice reversal candidates that I tweeted are a failing rally in the dollar, a low in crude, and a possible high in the S&Ps before we make new highs. So there you go, guys. I'll see everyone tomorrow. Good hunting. Have a good day. Have a good day, everybody. I'm done. Yeah. Okay, take over now. Take over, Jax. Jax, you take over for me for the rest of the day. How about you, Fame? I know you're too shy to take over. Maybe Fabian will do it. Ziggy will take over, or maybe Armand will. Armand, what are you looking at, buddy? Alien will take over. Where am I going? I'll tell you where I'm going. I'm going to Lar, because I need a car. I'm going to Lar before I click my mouse, in case I want to stop renting and buy a house. I have an ego. I want to be a star. So I provide my analysis in Lar. If you want a new car, you ought to hang out in Lar. Say you rent, want to buy a house, hang out with us before you click your mouse. And you want to be a star. It's easy, show your charts in Lar. Give me an L, A, R. Rar, 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 rar. If you need a car or a house or want to be a star. I need a car. Yeah. Peter Goldstein's buying my Pinto if the S&P if the S&Ps go down to 1930, he's going to buy my car. My Ford Pinto, 1971 Ford Pinto. You guys probably thought I drove a Maserati around or a Beamer. No. Hi, Rick. I have a 1971 Ford Pinto that if the S&Ps go down to 1930, Peter Goldstein at 61.8 is going to buy it. Okay, stand by for Eddie Tofpik. We have a special guest. Stand by for Eddie. Stand by for Eddie Tofpik. We have a special guest with us coming up in a minute here. Armand, what do you got? Here's Armand's look. Thank you, buddy. Okay, looks like pound Kiwi. Yeah, pound Kiwi buy for another move. I like the look. I like the look, Armand. Right back here to the breakout. Everyone thank Armand for his look on the pound Kiwi. Don't fade Armand. Don't fade him. Got a very good hit rate. Very good trader. Everyone doing okay? Everyone give me a Y if you love me. Everyone love me? I'm very codependent. There's my Y. Love me today. How about you guys? Hi, Eddie.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can, Eddie. Thank you so much for joining us today. How are you?
Not too bad. I'm just going to turn up the volume. Bear with me just a second.
Okay, thank you. Wow, what a festive-looking office you have there.
That's very kind of you.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm Santa Claus this year. You know, on Twitter, if you look at my Twitter feed, you'll see that one of the members had me dressed up as Santa Claus, and I'm saying Merry Pipmas. So Eddie, what do you think after the Fed finally moved, historic day, the million-dollar question in my mind is, was that break in the dollar, rally in the euro from the ECB a week ago, which one is going to maintain control in this market? Has the dollar peaked and this is just going to be a failing rally in the dollar, or are you looking for a continuation of the dollar bull market from recent highs in the euro, recent lows in the dollar?
No, I think you're going to still see continuation in the dollar movement stronger. What we've had is 2 days ago we had a key reversal down in the euro against the dollar. It literally just peaked up, went up to the medium moving average, slammed into it, and then just went straight back down again.
Okay. So is that, would you say if we penetrated that high that there still could be a bit more short covering in the euro and a little bit more long liquidation in the dollar? It's still pretty crowded trade.
No, I think if you're going to have done something, you'd have done it by now. I mean, you're coming into the end of the year. If you're still long of the euro, why the hell are you at this time? Why are you still long of it when interest rates have gone up, basically doubled from 0.25 to 0.5? You're coming into the year end, quarter end, financial year end. Why would you actually still be long of the euro ahead of this move where it's people already got their positions on board, and it comes down to whether it's adding it. Where's an opportunity you can add things to it?
Okay, why do anything until year end?
There's always a chance of a Santa Claus rally. It could be in the dollar. It could be that we'll see a movement. If I can share a chart with you, would that be okay?
Yeah, that'd be, I'm so glad you know how to do it. You have you know where to go, that green box with the white arrow?
Yes, I do. Bear me just 1 second. I will do that right now. And there we go. Can you see it?
Not yet. Then you have to click share or start.
There we go. And there we go.
Got it. Okay, great. So now the picture speaks 1,000 words. Nice looking chart. To me, that one day you're thinking is going to be completely negated. If someone put a gun to my head, I'd be a buyer at 107.50.
I would say yes, but you're looking from a huge short position from the 110.50 area. You've got downtrend lines, you've got moving average lines all above the market, which are pushing down on this. I think you've got to be looking for it to try back down again to, the 107.50. But that's not the whole story. It could be this is a halfway hesitation and seeing the thing go back down again further and possibly testing down to that 105.50 area. Okay, to September 2003 low, that's holding the market up just underneath that 107.50 area, or 107 and a bit 795 area.
Yeah, if we're going to get to 105 and a half again, then I think the parity bears have a shot, don't you? I mean, I'd say there's a ton of stops under the ECB low and the March low in the euro, and most likely that would trigger a lot of long liquidation. So that's my line in the sand anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I think the long liquidation of the euro, a lot of it's happened on that big move down in October. Then the recovery, though it went above the 50% Fibonacci, which is at here at 110.17 area, we never had a close above it, and we had this beautiful key reversal there, beautiful, right on that moving average, right on that long moving average. That's the medium one up there, and then we are 2 days down, and that's where we've got to be looking at, just sub 108, and the next area is this small area here, but it's just sub 108. That's the 50%. That's also the high back when we before we actually formed this pattern. That was the low just there. So I think you've got to be looking there, and then nothing till about there, not till about the 105.50 area. I don't see any reason, because in 3 months' time, if I can now go back to myself rather than the charts. Bear me just 1 second.
You're back on camera, Eddie.
Right. If I can go back onto, if we go back onto, in 3 months' time, we're going to have a potential another rate hike in the US, and then 3 months after that, and then 3 months after that. It's a consistent thing, and I hate this use of the word normal markets. Normal markets are whatever they are, whether it's in a quantitative easing phrase or not a quantitative easing phrase. So if you have a stronger dollar moving gradually, it's going to be like that for at least the next 12 months, maybe more. And the euro, they're just trying to find ways of actually putting more money in the system. They've extended the period. They've taken basically stuff written on the back of a cigarette packet will be taken as collateral for the euro. They've not increased the amount, but the rotation of the members of the board of the ECB could be that we'll actually have somebody who say, actually, you can take a bigger amount as QE. You're looking at that situation, and you look at the chart and say, actually, why am I still holding euros? Why am I holding this? It's a store of value in times of when things are not so good, but so's the dollar, and maybe that's the better of the two opportunities.
Okay, how about something that is deviating a little bit from the dollar strength that we've had, which is unusual? The Aussie. The Aussie hasn't made new lows for several months. Are you seeing anything? The markets are very focused on the commodity sector, and the whole world is bearish.
Yeah, I'm seeing in that one an ascending triangle pattern. I'm seeing something basically, it's the wrong place for it. It's bouncing along the bottom. An ascending triangle should be, okay, here's the market, and then, yeah, but there's a pattern forming, higher lows, stationary to, it's not really quite much higher, but stationary highs, but higher lows each time. And you know yourself, higher lows, stationary highs, yeah, that's a chart.
Ascending triangle bullish.
Yeah, I would say at the moment it's looking that way. But you look at the market, and as John Maynard Keynes says, if it rains, I put on a raincoat. What do? If it is basically a wedge pattern, and it's literally a halfway hesitation for another move lower, well, then let it be so. Let's see that market move down. But let's do something. At the moment, we're moving through that triangle. We're not quite 2/3, so the chances of false break are still there.
Strongly neutral until it price action gives you a break
the range within that triangle. You've got a great triangle. You can do options. You can do lots of other things. You've got a great triangle. Gets to the top, sell it with stops above it. Gets to the bottom, buy it with stops, sell stops underneath it. That would be an ideal situation to do in something like that.
Can I assume that with your view on the dollar that you're looking for much higher levels in U.S. dollar yen? The U.S. dollar yen hasn't made new highs for 6 months, again with dollar strength, not confirming with dollar strength.
I have an unusual view of the dollar yen. My view is it's the most heavily regulated and influenced market of all the free market traded currencies. You have the central bank and the Ministry of Finance in various ways working through their buddies at Campo and the other pension fund, the Campo is a post office pension fund, and there's the other one which is a public employees pension fund, who buy and sell the currency on behalf, not officially, of the government and the central bank. The situation
central planning is not a surprise to me.
Well, yeah, but I mean, the yen is basically sideways. It's the third state of markets. It's not bullish, it's not bearish, it's neutral. and it's actively neutral, much like their economy. You know, it's going nowhere very fast at the moment.
Okay. Let me ask you, maybe switch gears a little bit, Eddie. Are there any geo events that you think could shake the markets in 2016? I'm a little concerned about saber rattling between the U.S. and China around the South China Sea island, sending cruisers there, sending spy planes over there. Recent deal to Taiwan of 1.8 billion in arms, not making China real happy. They want to be the king.
They put sanctions on some of the defense companies there.
You know, Martin Armstrong, I've interviewed a few times. I don't know if you're familiar with him, but he's kind of a forecasting legend. Thinks that the war cycles are picking up. Are there any things out there that you take into consideration? I know it would be a huge black swan event, but anything that keeps you up at night as far as what might happen in 2016 to surprise the markets?
Yeah, well, my compliance director would like you to know these are my personal views, not the view of ADM or AC Top or any other part of the ADM group. But there is something, and it came about with the situation in Paris.
Yes.
In the South China Sea, in the Taiwan Straits, you're dealing with sensible people who have an agenda and can communicate with each other.
Okay.
When you have events such as what happened in Paris, New York, London, and various other cities, Barcelona, which have happened because of terrorist events, and then those terrorist events impact the market, the reason they impact is because those people don't care about a sensible dialogue or duologue in that sense. They're going to be just out there, and they effectively, in some ways, could be running monetary policy. If we had a situation where all of a sudden there was a terrorist attack which got through, and you know as well as I do, so many have been stopped. If that got through, the Fed, Bank of England, the ECB, BOJ, others would be flooding the market with short-term financing, so there'd be plenty of liquidity because of the movements in the stock markets, short-term interest rates, etc. So it comes down to who is actually running short-term policy. Is it a knee-jerk reaction to events such as that, or is it actually the central bankers? And I think that's the situation that we have to worry about. And that's the real thing. If you're asking me one specific thing, it's some sort of event.
Because the effect of that and just the fear of people not going out and doing their daily routine, and that means for the consumer to spend and go to malls and
go and see the movies this weekend with The Force Awakens. I mean, what could have been there? Something you never know what would have been there in some sort of thing like that. It's the whole situation around that. Other situations, South China Sea, Taiwan Straits, even the stuff that's to a certain degree going on in the Middle East.
Yes.
With they're confined, they're local to their area, and they're between people who can actually have a dialogue. If you have something in Western Europe, North America, other parts of the world where it impacts the market, and you just have no idea that's a real black swan event. The rest, grey at best.
What a great interview, Eddie. You know, last time I talked to you was about Essex University and that you're teaching courses there, and we didn't really have a chance to talk about markets, and very thoughtful interview today. I appreciate it. How's it going at Essex? Are you enjoying teaching people and mentoring people there? It's
a good thing to do. It is a good thing so that I can pass on some of the knowledge I've accumulated over this time, and it's not just wasted when I decide to quit this business or go and do something more interesting instead. It's actually going to be something that can be passed on and people use to develop their own careers. And they can then take that and say, actually, this is what I've learned. I've been on this course, and it's an accreditation as well.
Okay, so planting good seed and we reap what we sow. Eddie Tofpik, thank you so much for being with us. I wish you a great holiday, safe holiday, and may pips rain down on you and your students in 2016 by Trading Warrior Brother.
That's very, very kind of you. Thank you very much, Eddie. And the same to you and all your family as well.
Thank you, Eddie.
Thanks.
Good hunting, buddy.
Cheers.
King Dollar lives. King Dollar by Eddie. As Larry Kudlow would say, King Dollar, King Dollar. Not to be dethroned anytime soon. That's the view of Eddie. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
Everyone thank Eddie for his time today and sharing his views post-Fed. Our community thanks you, Eddie.
It's very kind. Thank you very much.
Everyone enjoy that. Hello, Bedrin, Monir, Abel. Everyone doing all right? Everyone doing okay? Everyone doing all right? Hello, Luimo. Izzy, how are you? So that is a new handle in our community. I like to buy. Hi, Lol. I really like to buy at 107.5. I think Eddie could be right, but we could still get one more wave. So I see a new handle in here. Let's have Izat feel at home. Welcome, Izat. Everyone welcome Izat to our community. Yeah, he's a very thoughtful guy. I'm going to have Eddie more often. There's a guy. There's a pro. Definitely a pro. Everyone doing all right? Yeah, I saw that during the interview. Maybe we're going to blow through it. I don't like the reading here. It's not if it gets there, it's how it gets there. Maybe we'll get a throw over. Still a pretty high reading. I can't do anything with that yet. I wanted to see it under 70. Maybe on the 15-minute it is. 15-minute divergence. 140. I know a lot of people talking 140. Monir, we're all captains of our own ship. Buy or sell in what? If you're confused, stay flat. Okay. I remember that. Thank you for your transparency. I didn't think it had topped there because of this, you know. Leave it alone. Starting to diverge in the yen up here. Here's a divergence. All right, so this is this is a better reversal setup than Canada. Here's your confirmed high over 70. Here's a new high in the yen under 70. So look at this and look at this. Which is a weaker technical setup? USD CAD or USD yen? Thank you, Rick. Which one has a weaker technical structure based on momentum? US dollar yen or USD CAD? Eddie just thinks it's sideways, going nowhere. I actually think that we're setting up something kind of negative here on the weekly, especially if we start taking out this week's low. We start taking out the 24 level. I don't know, maybe we're going to 128 for a third drive. Okay, Rick, I think it was 140, 141. So under this week's lows, there's problems. All right, this could be the left shoulder, this could be the head. Here's the neckline. So I don't know. I'm not as convinced yet that the yen isn't going to still fade. And I think we're close. I think the yen's a decent shorting candidate soon. What isn't an uptrend? The Canadian? Yeah. I know you want to buy it at 107.50. 107.50. I don't even need to see it, Rick. I'm betting it's 107.5. Let's see if I guessed right. Want to remind everyone, looks like I guessed right, that we have the panel here tomorrow during the opening hour of LAR. We have the panel. There's Rick's look for a buy, 790. Yeah, I still say we go up to here. I like it into next week. Thank you, Ricardo. Everyone thank Rick for another great look on Euro. Okay. Everyone's entitled to their view. Every time a market tops, it's in an uptrend. And every time a market bottoms, it's in a downtrend. Have you noticed that? All tops are uptrends and all bottoms are downtrends. Anyone ever notice that? That every top takes place in an uptrend and every bottom takes place in a downtrend? Am I the only one that notices that? I don't know, Happy. I can't help myself. I subscribe to a saying that I heard from Joe Granville decades ago, and it goes like this. This is Joe Granville. You guys probably don't even know who he is. Do you? Anyone remember that name? That's not comedy. Okay. Well, let's see. Another idol of mine, Paul Tudor Jones, said this. And you could do what works for you. And this guy's a pretty good trader. Anyone ever hear this? So that's my style. Happy. Oh, let's see your chart. Maybe you could change my mind. Okay. Yeah. And you're right. It's 1, 2, 3. Could be. Unless we break the uptrend. Thank you, Happy. Nice view. Nice look on the end. Want to thank Happy for the macro view on the end. Anyone ever heard of what do you mean low info voters? You love the cat? All right. I think there's going to be a crude rally though. I still think there's going to be a turn in the crude for a bear market rally. We'll see how well Canada holds up when that happens. Oh, 43. Wow. Interesting area. Nice look in Canada. Who sent that? Thank you, Armand. I want to thank Forex Czar for that look in Canada, looking for 143. Wow. Stock market's lower. Use max leverage when you trade the markets. Turn $100 into 10K. If you use max leverage, you might get lucky, but your money most likely will go away. Use max leverage. Use max leverage. Wowie kazowie. Gold must be breaking down too, huh? Darn. What platform is active? Uh-oh. Everyone doing all right? There goes the gold. Yeah. The 11th try? Yeah. Okay, Izzy, let's see what you got. This is from Izzy. Look at that. The pound down here. Maybe, buddy. Nice look, Izzy. You got it, man. You're getting it. Everyone thank Izzy for his divergent look on pound dollar 1 hour. Thank you, Izzy. Nice look. So I worked with Izzy and taught him these techniques, and it's really rewarding for me to see him getting it. You're getting it, buddy. It's rewarding for Coach Pinker to see one of his players starting to get it, understanding the coaching. You lost your virginity, your chart sharing virginity today, Izzy. You're no longer a chart sharing virgin. You lost your virginity today, buddy. Thank you, Izzy. Everyone doing okay? So I don't have another guest lined up for the second hour. So we'll just hang out. Personally, I don't see anything setting up until the next couple days. Well, maybe when we get down to Ricardo's buy zone in the euro, might be the time to fade the dollar. That's in an uptrend. Best guess next week, Monday, Tuesday. Touch 2010 list prize. I'm not sure what you mean, Monir. Sorry. So these are almost new lows for gold. I have some intersecting lines coming in a shade under 1,000 here, down there. That's my look in gold. Looks like 980. It's 9 o'clock somewhere. What do you mean? Everyone see where those lines converge in the gold? Under 1,000. You guys see that? Give me Y if you see it. You don't have to agree with me, but that's the way gold looks to me. Anyway, that's what I'm looking for, Ricardo. So that implies another $60 down. 60, 70 lower. So you don't have to agree with me. Just give me a Y to acknowledge that you see it. And I believe we'll have a daily divergence even if we wash out. It'll be our second. Let's see how it looks on the weekly. The weekly will diverge as well. Hopefully above this level. But that's the way it looks. Looks like 980. You don't have to agree with me, but why don't you give me a Y to let me know I'm not wasting my breath. Thank you, Alien. So actually the crude has a little better structure. Crude is not making new lows yet. And I have this line coming in at 35 next week. So I have another couple intersecting lines here. Right here. And right here. And that was Rick's target and Martin Armstrong's target of 35. So there's the crude. Crude actually doesn't look like it has as much downside. Another $1.50. Okay, you too, Alien. See you next week. See you for the failing rally in the dollar next week. Don't forget to check out the panel tomorrow, buddy. I'm going to be grilling all the experts. If you want to see me grill them, it'll be videoed as well. Thank you for all you do for LAR, Alien. Everyone thank Alien for everything he does in this community. Thank you, my little green buddy. See ya. See ya, Greenie. Everyone doing okay? Everyone doing all right? Everyone okay? $8.80. Okay. Yeah. Aussie looks a little lower than that. Yeah, I'm still pushing. So this was the target. Looks like it's going to be about 70.5. He's in meetings, Sir Veteran. Yeah. So this was a third driver that worked. We talked about this failing rally. I've been looking for this wedge. Comes in a little under 70.70. Thank you, Rick. Canada still. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's a good tip. Good tip. Armand's got 43 in there now. Everyone doing okay? Okay, Sinatra. Thank you, Rick. Where are the rest? 1/3. Where are the other 2/3? Okay, Armand. There's Rick's guppy look. Thank you, Rick. Yeah, it's really taking its time. Yeah. Nice, Rick. So back over 84 and a half, you get out of the way. Good money management, bro. I want to thank Rick and notice his money management here and his stop. That's all I could say about that chart. And that's everything. So don't only pay attention to Ricardo's calls of targets, pay attention to his stop losses and money management skills. All right, love you, Armand. I bet it's cold up there in Vegas lately. You wearing your boots and your warm coats outside? See you, buddy. Thank you, Armand. Thanks for dropping by. Everyone thank Armand for dropping by and sharing a few views with us today. Let's show a little LAR appreciation. Thank you, Forex. Stay warm, buddy. Thank you, Rick. Everyone doing all right? Lowell, how you doing? BW, how you doing? Pipper, how are you? There you go. You're loved, Rick. People love you in here, Rick. Shorty, how you doing? Sonny, Mystic, how's it going? Okay, thank you, Mystic. Mystic is looking for a top in Canada, even though it's in an uptrend. Nice chart. Good, so you have the oil and the crude. Thank you, Mystic. Interesting look. Nice correlation. Everyone thank Mystic for that look. Mystic's another great addition to the LAR community. If you think Mystic is a great addition to our community, give me a Y. Here's mine. Luimo, how are you? Shorty, I hope you're enjoying LAR. Sonny, I hope you're enjoying LAR, my target area. John 573, how are you, Planet? How you doing, buddy? Pegasus, how are you, buddy? Tosin, how's it going? Lowell, nice to see you back. Ali, Zig, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me. You mystified happy, Mystic. You mystified happy. Mystic mystifies. You know, this is not the greatest follow through in the S&Ps. What do you guys think? I don't think it's great follow through the day after the Fed. I mean, it's not falling apart, but at the same time, we're not following through, are we? Are we? So why can't this be another failing rally in the S&P? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there's another wave down. What do you think, Rick? I saw you caution people looking at that head and shoulders bottom on the S&P. Why can't we have something like this from here? Okay, call it 120 pips. From here, we'll give you 1960, 1940. What do you think? 1940 S&Ps into Christmas? Yeah, it is cold. We've had frost at night. Anyway, can you guys just give me a why? Why can't we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the S&Ps and trade down to 1940? That would surprise all the bulls and then rally to new highs. Why can't we do that? How about BAC? Bank of America didn't do much. I don't know if that makes it a better buy or a worse buy. Anyway, I think there's a possibility of one more decline in the S&Ps, like we get one more decline in the dollar before the dollar reasserts itself and the S&Ps do. Give me why, if you see that possibility in the S&P, kind of ties in with this being a failing rally in the dollar. This could be a failing rally in the S&Ps for one more break and for the dollar to have one more break. What do you think? Any views, counter views? Rick, Gable, Lowell, Khalid, Sonny, Shorty, Forex Stop Hunter, Mystic, Mauricio, Pegasus, Planet. Planet probably sees that because he's bearish Euro Yen. Jax, John, Izat, Tosin, Sinatra. Anyway, That's the way it looks to me. You agree, BW? Are you new here, BW? If you are, I'd like to welcome you. Nice to meet you, BW. Okay, Mystic. Can anyone advise I still like how to reset his name? Everyone doing okay? Everyone doing all right? Okay. Okay, thank you, Abel. That counts, Mystic. Okay. Thank you. Canada's still stiff. The end's the one I'm stalking. Still diverging in the end. This looks like drive 2. Here's 1, 2. We should get a pullback and then another push. Here's drive 1, confirmed. Here's drive 2, non-confirmation, first one. Could pull back in the end and then have one more drive. Give me Y if you see that in the end. Everyone doing okay? There's a little tiny reversal candle in the end right here. Starting to get a small reversal candle. So we have our second drive in place on the end. There's one. There's two. You get some type of pullback and then one more push. Give me a Y if you see the first non-confirmation that I thought could happen in the end. Don't have to agree with me. I'm just showing you a technique that I use. You don't have to agree with it. All you have to do is see it. Okay. Okay. 2048 buy point in the S&Ps. Congratulations, Planet. Euro yen hasn't really come home yet, but I know what you're looking for. I still thought we might get one more push up in Euro yen. US dollar yen. Here's drive one. RSI confirmed, Luimo. See that? And we had a little pullback. We've made new highs, and the RSI is not confirming. You see it now? So I'm anticipating one more pullback here in the end, and then another shot up. Does that help? Yes, no, maybe so. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your pips. When you're trading in the market, there'll be time enough for counting when the market's closed. Everybody now. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your pips. When you're sitting at your laptop, there'll be time enough for counting when the market's closed. Amen. My Kenny Rogers. Hope you enjoyed it. My Kenny Rogers. Here's my Janet Yellen. We're finally moving off a historic period of zero interest rates because the economy is starting to stabilize. And I still think inflation might go up to our targets, but don't worry that I raised rates. I may not do it again for a long time. So don't overreact and sell your stocks or anything else. I'll only raise rates if the market keeps going higher, and then maybe because I'm data dependent, I might do it one or two more times unless I think I shouldn't, and then I won't. And I hope I don't have to reverse course because of some outside exogenous event. Anyway, just have confidence in me and follow me and just buy stocks and we'll all be happy. That's my Janet Yellen press conference. Any other questions? Any questions for Janet? I want to thank everyone for putting up with my antics every day. Thank you for your patience with me. Thank you, my trading warrior brothers and sisters, for putting up with my antics every day. We gotta laugh. Laughter is the best medicine in the world. Laughter and love. Really, you're gonna make me a star, Sinatra? That's life. That's what people say. I'm flying high in April, shot down in May. But boy, am I gonna be singing that tune when I'm back on top in June. That's life. That's trading. You go home long, wake up in the morning and know you're wrong. But boy, will I be right next time if you would just lend me a dime. That's trading, yeah, you can't deny it. Many have failed and many have tried it. But boy, if you hang out in LAR, your trading life will be extended by far. Hang out in LAR, yeah, LAR, where people come to share their work until the session's done. But boy, you really found us now. So all I could say about your work is wow. That's trading. Good one, Luimo. So I just make up words as I go along. That's my Frank Sinatra version of That's Life. All right. Buying the Aussie here at 71.10. Okay. You do have some divergences on the 4 hour. I still think there might be a little bit more follow through down here, but maybe we are going to reverse it here. Big round number holding. Good hunting, and thank you for sharing that. I still like. Everyone thanks, still like. Buying Aussie here. That's a great one, Williamo. You ought to tweet that. Everyone doing okay? Oh, you're risking 3 pips? I'm going to wait till next week. I'm not that crazy about this RSI setup here. I'd like to see it test the wedge line. Just my opinion. I'd rather wait for a wedge line test down here. Looks like it's coming in under 70, 75 in the next few days. Thank you for sharing that short-term idea, though. We appreciate it. I'm going to take a quick break, everybody, and I'll be back to wrap it up. Stand by. I'll be back in 5. I want to thank everyone for their collaboration. Don't isolate, collaborate. Do your intelligence gathering here in LAR, because this room isn't about me. It's about all of you and what you bring to the table. I'm just another person in here adding my 2 cents. But when we add up everyone's 2 cents in here, I think it's worth an ounce of gold. Who agrees with me? All of our opinions are like an ounce of gold. All of our 2 cents are like an ounce of gold. Be back in 5. Hand back. I'm doing okay. Okay. I agree with the 70 between, I think more like 70 and a half. I think you could time it with the buy in the euro. You do have to admit, here's big picture though, right? Okay, guys, I want to give you some big picture stuff before I go away today. So here's the gold weekly, right? We're on the verge of making new lows, right? Here's the Aussie weekly. And I brought this up with Eddie and some others too. So Aussie has not made a new low since August. So here's the Aussie chart. Here's the gold chart. So gold's made successive new lows since August. Is this August here? Here's August. Yeah. So we're taking out the August lows in gold. Yeah, full moon. It's a rare full moon for Christmas. I don't think there's been a full moon on Christmas, Abel, for 30 years or so. It is rare to have a full moon on Christmas. That's why I'm guessing the dollar rally will fail into that. So it's right around the solstice too, right? So we have the solstice and the full moon happening within a few days of each other. Mauricio's got it right. The Meshuggahs will be crazier than ever. Yeah, stay away from Mauricio. So everyone, give me a Y. Can you see how well Aussie is holding up in comparison to the gold? I'm not saying it can't make a new low. Look at this line. This looks like about 70. So I think it's a market message. I think it's a market message that Aussie is not making new lows with gold making on the verge of making new lows. Just a subtle message. Kiwi's probably stronger. But just give me a Y if you can see that gold is weaker than Aussie, which to me translates into relative strength for Aussie. Give me a Y if you understand that. Therefore, my interest in looking for potential long positions in the Aussie. Everyone with me? Yeah. It's not really a divergence. It's just a correlation. It's just a correlation, right? So I correlate Aussie with gold, Canada with oil, US dollar yen with treasuries, and the S&P. So just some outside markets. Now it looks like it's coming in. It looks like it's coming in low. The current price? Yeah. Right. 71.15 on my platform. Yeah. Yeah, I think the S&Ps will go to, 22, 2400. My goodness, Peter Goodburn's looking for a 40,000 Dow in the next few years. But I think there might be one more shakeout before that happens, or a couple. Still think we could see 1800 before 24. That's my call. Still like 1800 S&Ps before 24. Maybe even 1700 into April. And then look out 2500 next year. I have a lot of cycles converging in the April timeframe. So I'm not calling for a crash. Everyone doing okay? Everyone okay? So tomorrow morning, don't forget the panel. We'll be doing the panel during the first hour of LAR tomorrow. Okay, Doug. Thank you for sharing. Are these weeklies or dailies? Oh, daily. So we could be there tomorrow. Nice look. Thank you, Doug. Everyone thank Doug for this Dixie look with cycles. Fibonacci time retraces. Very interesting work. So you could use fibs, right, Doug? Not just in price, but in time. Great concept. Using fib numbers to calculate time, not just price. Using fib numbers to calculate time, not just price. Using fib numbers to calculate time, not just price. Using fib numbers to calculate time, not just price. Using fib numbers to calculate time, not just price. Using fib numbers to calculate time, not just price. Using fib numbers to calculate time, not just price. Using fib numbers to calculate time, not just price. Using fib numbers to calculate time, not just price. Using fib numbers to calculate time, not just price. Using fib numbers to calculate time, not just price. Using fib numbers to calculate time, not just price. Using fib numbers to calculate time, not just price. Using fib numbers to calculate time, not just price. Using fib numbers to calculate time, not just price. Using fib numbers to calculate time, not just price. Using fib numbers to calculate time, not just price. Using fib numbers to calculate time, not just price. Using fib numbers to calculate time, not just price. Using fib numbers to calculate time, not just price. Using fib numbers to calculate time Go to HD. Thank you, Doug. I'd like to interview you someday. Are you game? Who would like to see me interview Doug about Fibonacci time cycles? Give me a Y. Interesting look, Doug. Everyone doing all right? Yeah, that could be true, Rick. Yeah, I just can't seem to get going. Okay. That's when you buy Aussie. So if you think it's hard to conceive that you might be right about a Canada top and that we're not going to have an Aussie rally at the same time. You know what I mean, Ricardo? If we do top in Canada, I would expect some type of rally in Aussie, wouldn't you? Thank you, Rick. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mauricio. Okay, let me know when you're ready. Let me know. It can be arranged quickly. All you need is a Gmail address, Doug, and we'll do it through Hangout. Everyone doing all right? S&P's down 16. I don't think many people were looking for the S&Ps to be down 16 today after yesterday's performance. I was. I can see clearly now, the charts are clear. Yeah, I've interviewed Harry. I get his stuff. You agree with him? Right now, I'd be happy with 1930, capiche? And maybe 1800. You know what I mean? Well, then the Fed won't be tightening in that environment. What do you think, Ricardo? Hey, Rick, I have a suggestion. How about this? Why don't you, in the next couple weeks, do a hangout interview with me about your outlook for 2016? Would you like to do that? You know, go through your weekly and monthly charts. Just let me know. Okay, Luimo. God bless you, brother. Take it easy, man. Yeah, tomorrow's the panel. Don't forget the panel tomorrow. I'm going to be grilling all the experts. Going to put my Larry King hat on tomorrow. You're welcome, Sinatra. Mauricio told me to beat everyone up tomorrow. That Mauricio's a mean guy. Yeah, and you get the recording too. Absolutely, Mystic. Absolutely. Good money management. I think I'd time it. All right. See you, Abel. Love you, buddy. Yeah. Okay, here's my wrap up, guys. Yeah. I bought the VIX yesterday. I bought VIX yesterday. Yeah. We're going to 1940 by Christmas. Nostra Pinkard says, I'll do it on my wrap up here. Here's the wrap up, Mauricio. Here's my wrap up, guys. Okay, everybody, history was made yesterday by Janet Yellen and the market celebrated. Everyone was popping the champagne corks out. It's my view that this is a failing rally in both the S&P and the dollar. I'm looking, Nostra Pinkard is looking for 1940 to 1920 into Christmas or New Year's, and accompanying that should be a failing rally in the dollar as well. So that goes hand in hand. I think they're both trading together. Here's the Dixie look. Dollar might have a little bit more upside left into next week. I'm still looking for a failing rally in the dollar. That's last year's dollar index. I need to change a number. As I started off in the beginning of our show today, my goodness. Try this again. S&Ps to 1940. do it. I need a new mouse. There we go. All right. Dollar index may have a little bit more left, up towards 99.5 in the next couple days. And then I'm looking for at least equality. This was about 300 points, could take us down to 96, 96.5. Potential solstice reversal candidates are, I'm looking for a short in the yen. I've been talking about this. Still think it's going to happen. Having some platform issues. We have drive 1, we have drive 2. Looking for a break in the end. Some people beginning to top pick Canada. I'm not ready yet, but we're getting closer. And my platform is freezing. Look at Canada. It's stronger than dirt. And a buy zone in the euro that I think comes in around the 107.90 to 107.5. That could be next week. My preferred long over the euro is going to be in the Aussie on the 70.5 level, 70.80 level on the wedge line pullback right down here. We'll see what the RSI looks like. So I want to thank everyone for their contributions today. That's true, Rick. Thank you, Rick, Ziggy, Ali, Armand, Sinatra, Tozin, Izzat, Jax, John, Abel, Veteran, Peg, Khalid, Target, Monir, Sunny, MRC, Shorty, Planet, Lowell, Forex Stop Hunter, Happy, Pipper, ISI, Luimo, Mystic, Abel, Ricardo, and BW. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody. It's my mission to build up and edify traders every day. It's Mauricio and my hope that we're adding value to your trading experience at FX Street. And I'll see everyone for the panel tomorrow, FX Outlook 2016 panel. Tomorrow morning, same place, same time, same station. See everyone tomorrow.